Hello and welcome to Quick Cuts, the show that gives young filmmakers a chance to showcase their work. I'm your presenter, Joanna Keeley, and tonight in the show I'm joined by director Sophie Coping. We'll be discussing her short films Sanity in Numbers and Arrowsmith Investigates. We're also joined by local man Donal Clare. Donal has had articles and reviews featured in several major publications. He will be helping us...
Don't forget my blog, donalsfilmworld.ie.
Yes, he will be helping us review Sophie's films this evening. But first, Sophie, if you could tell us a little bit on how you got started in the industry.
From an early age, I had an interest in film. It was something I always wanted to try my hand at. When I was 14, my neighbour got a video camera and it grew from there.
Sophie's first short, aptly titled Sanity in Numbers, is a short about a young man in the ruthless business world. The film parallels elements of Oliver Stone's Wall Street, which is clearly an influence.
I've worked for this company for 5 years now. I deserve a break.
This is the business you chose, and this is the business you're in. There's no profit in families, right?
My life starts outside that door. You should try it sometime, John. After all I've done for this company, everything. This is how you repay me.
Mr. Free, when you came here, you came to me and you had nothing but raw ambition. And I took that ambition and I moulded it and shaped it and I made you what you are. But you know what you've done? You've blown it. And you know how you've blown it? You've overestimated your value to the company, but more importantly to me.
Personally, I found this one deeply moving. The Toby Fry character really pulled at my heartstrings.
I was writing and I really wanted to bring the emotions to the fore of the story, and I thought the actors did a great job of transferring that from script to screen.
Emotions? I saw more emotions in a sliced onion. Those guys couldn't act their way out of a school play.
Well, the acting did leave a little bit to be desired, Sophie. But with that being your first short, it was to be expected, to some extent anyway.
Forget the acting. Are you going to let him talk to me like that?
All right, Donal, if you could please maintain a constructive line of criticism. You are entitled to your own opinion. However, please do not descend into insults.
Whatever.
Our next film is Sophie's latest, a mockumentary about an investigative reporter in search of a mindless group of criminals.
I asked Ian who got him into the cult. He said, and I quote, "My best mate Kieran Kumsky, he had a Wagoner long before me, and for a while we used to pull the piss about it, saying that it looked like a troker box with seats, and other stuff like that. But eventually he convinced me to buy one myself. Then he convinced me to join with him. I then asked him, is Kieran Kumsky a member of the Sukigar cult? And he responded, yes, he is one of the highest ranked members in the Northeast. What's your response to that?"
Fuck this, turn off that camera. Turn off that camera now.
Don't run, you coward. You're a member of that cult, aren't you? What did you drive here in?
You know what I drove in here, now turn off that camera. Hey.
You found out he leaked that footage, didn't you?
You don't know.
You're that man, you're the reason he's missing.
He was my best mate, Jesus!
You say he was your best mate, but you've never come forward about the disappearance and what happened to him. That's not the type of thing a so-called best friend would do. He had his whole life ahead of him.
Speaking of he's dead.
Now, Donal, I know you felt strongly about this film. What did you think?
Seen some bad films in my time. I went to see Mannequin in the 1980s with that guy from the Brat Pack. I can't think of his name.
I think you mean Andrew McCarthy?
No, that's not him. But the whole point I'm trying to make is Mannequin was terrible and your films are 10 times worse. The whole mockumentary thing about Suzuki cars, where the hell did that come from? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, if you're so great, why don't you make some films and I'll critique them for you? Who are you anyway? I've been around. My films have featured in numerous film festivals.
Film festivals? I looked that up before I came in here. RD Film Festival, Cavan Film Festival. I don't call that success.
It's more success than you've ever had, you hack. You wrote 3 pieces for the Argus and you think you're Roger Ebert.
That's all we have time for tonight on Quick Cuts. Join us again when our guests include director Curtis A. Morris and film critic William Jean.